12 o'clock a.m. and Abigail and Margaret are walking into the kitchen together. Abigail says to her wife, "Do you want to go out on a date with me tonight?" "Okay. Oh, yes. But first, I always wanted to go to a museum. Is that possible?" And then Abigail said, "Of course, yeah. Well, yeah, we can do that. No problem." So they walk to the kitchen together. Susan sits down at the table while Abigail begins cooking breakfast. Now, before we continue with the story, I would love to welcome you to part 18 of the Abigail and Margaret Film School. Let us continue. So, as they were eating breakfast, they were talking about the date that they were about to have tonight, or later on that night. And she says, "I'm going to really enjoy this date. What do you think of taking me tonight?" "I don't know. I mean, I thought it was up to you. I mean, I was going to leave that up to you, and ask you me to what decide?" Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. No problem. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like a fancy restaurant? Yeah. But which one? Be more specific, if you don't mind. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe something with some fish? I think we could do that. Well, okay. So it's decided then. We're going to a fish restaurant to eat some crabs and maybe some lobsters. Maybe that could work. She says to Margaret, "Okay, we're going to a seafood restaurant then. I guess we are." So, they eat their breakfast. They are enjoying themselves, having a wonderful time together, and are just very excited to go on a date together to the seafood restaurant after going to the museum together too. So after they eat breakfast, they decide to sit down on the couch and take a breath before things go crazy. Took me a while to get there, but I did. Anyway, they sit down, watch the news, and they are, just astonished, horrified, and are happy at the news of the day. Then after that, they turn the TV off, and then they just decide to play a little bit to play some board games together. So Abigail went to the closet, and she brings out their favorite board game. And after bringing it out, they spend the rest of the morning and some of the afternoon playing one board game together, which is one of their favorite board games. Then, as the night is arriving, they decide to, of course, go to the museum. They go and get dressed in their fancy clothes, and then they go out to their car and they drove to the museum. It is not as packed as it, normally is, but it's still very exciting. They look at some artwork, look at some statues and stuff like that. After that, look at some paintings too. And now it's time to go to dinner. So they go to the car. They go back to the car, actually. And of course, she is, very excited to go to the seafood restaurant. To go to this seafood restaurant with her wife. She's been there with a couple of her friends, some of which she doesn't know about yet at all. But she's rather looking forward to going there with her wife. And so they make it to the restaurant. And they are very overwhelmed with how many people are there. It is packed to the brim with people. They don't have a but they sit down a reservation, but they find a table and they sit down, and after that the waiter takes their order, and then the next thing that they know, they're eating seafood. It is heavily enjoyable. It tastes really good today. Well, it tastes really good. And Abigail is so happy to be eating with her wife. Likewise, so is Margaret. After that, Abigail and Margaret go home. They get back into their car, and they didn't drink at all. They only drank water most of the time that they were at that restaurant, eating their seafood dinner. So they didn't drink at all. They only drank water, actually. And so, after that, so they get back into the car, and then they go home. They pull up to the apartment, or the house, actually. They pull up to their house, and they get out of the car, and as they were doing that, their phone rings. Well, Abigail's phone rings. She answers it, as you do, and it's someone very important, a Secret Service officer who works for the president. He says to them or her, The president would love to meet you at the Oval Office to talk about the wonderful work that you have done with films and how you can best educate the youth on the film business, on America's burgeoning film business. Abigail is shocked. She doesn't know what to say, obviously, and so she says, "Okay, that's great. That's wonderful. We would love to talk to him. Yes, we would love to come to the White House." That's wonderful. And then he hangs up the phone really fast. She thought it was a little bit rude, but she lets it go. And she says to Margaret, I have some wonderful news. I cannot believe I'm saying this right now, honey, so bear with me here. I just got a call from the Secret Service, and I don't know how to say this one now, but the president wants to meet us at the Oval Office to discuss our work with the film school. And she said, "What?" It was really loud. It woke up the neighbors. After that, she says, "Can we get in the house and talk about this some more?" No problem. So they get into the house and they talk about it. After that, they jump around for a couple of hours or a couple of minutes, screaming and which further wakes up the neighbors. And they are not happy about them doing this. But this is just a very exciting time. Oh my gosh. They're screaming, they're having a wonderful time. It is a blast for both of them. And so needless to say, this is wonderful news. After they're jumping around and they're screaming, they go to bed. And that was it. To be continued. So, I hope, sorry about that. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, leave a like or a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below telling me what do you like about the video or hate about the video. And I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.